Hello and welcome to everybody. This is the first spring soccer game. St. Chris is playing Veritas. It's a well-awaited game. Everybody's looking forward to it, so thank you for being here supporting the stream.
Quick out of bounds by Trip Owen.
Last year, St. Christopher's did beat Veritas, so this is a redemption match.
Yeah, St. Chris missing quite a few seniors, including captains Curtis Hale and Robert Walmsley. So we'll see how these younger guys fill in their shoes. And a quick turnover for St. Chris as Wes Wise finds Nick Washington. And quickly back on Veritas' side.
I think the lack of seniors is really going to play a big part of today's game. So many captains missing, including Robert Walmsley and Curtis Hill.
It'll give Rex Alphen a chance to step up in goalie here. His first start. And here's John Collier, who boots it down the field looking for Washington. Or excuse me, Broussard. And here's Washington. Makes a move. Taps it over to Beck Mumford.
Nick Washington, a key player to look out for in today's game. He's a senior captain, the only senior captain that is here. But he's super deadly on the offensive side. He had multiple goals in the fall, quick fall season.
Yeah, certainly the fastest player on the team. And here's Trip Owen looking to cross it, but it'll be kicked out of bounds. That's number 14, Daniel Ludovico, a senior captain for Veritas. So 2 minutes in, not a lot going on. John Collier on the throw-in. And he looking for Broussard. Well defended by Kevin Pollock.
St. Chris has done a really good job so far of keeping the ball on the attacking side.
Headed by Beck Mumford. And Broussard able to get the ball. Trying to find Wes Wise. And here's Trip Owen. Broughton taps it out to Owen. And he'll sneak out of bounds. Anybody? What's the goalie number? I mean, for Veritas.
Veritas with their first attack of the game. Quickly battered away by St. Chris.
Beck Mumford on the throw-in, looking for Broussard, and he'll get it back. Just deflected by Veritas. He finds Nate Broughton. And a deep shot. Not well struck. And that's an easy pickup for goalie Alden Sweeney. So Veritas looking to make a push here. Well defended by Taylor McDermott, who kicks it out alongside Parker Cushman. So here's the first real opportunity for Veritas. So you get a chance to sort of assess. And it'll be Steven Eds on the throw-in. And he finds number 14, Daniel Ludovico. And that'll be cleared by Brandon Davis. So another shot for Veritas. Well covered by Beck Mumford. And the ball will roll out of bounds. John Collier throws it to McDermott. Goes across the field to Cushman. Back to McDermott. And they're going to shut it down and send it over to Rex Alfin.
St. Chris defense is doing a very good job of keeping the ball away from their goal. I think so far they've allowed 0 shots on goal, opposed to their offense, which I think has already shot in probably 3 or 4 times.
Right. And there's a shot from number 4, who of course is not on our roster, because why would he be? And Nick Washington steals it. Oh. Makes a move. Wes Wise finds Trip Owen. And well defended by Veritas. So not a lot going offensively for either team. It's so windy. Oh my goodness. Here's Broussard tripped up. That'll be a penalty.
This field hasn't been used in a while, so its condition isn't too great at the moment. Probably seen a lot of players tripping up.
Yeah, really patchy too on St. Chris's defensive side. See how that affects things when the field flips. They're looking to score on that side. And another whistle. Tough to tell from up here. Washington will get it again. And they had a chance. That was Wes Wise. You had a header opportunity, just unable to convert. And there's no net, so the Veritas goalie will go get that one.
Some good exercise for him.
Yeah. So here's Sweeney, and he sends it well over the head of pretty much everybody. John Collier will corral it, and it's stolen by Veritas. And it'll be St. Chris ball. Alfin over to McDermott. Goes all the way looking for Broussard, and Washington will get it. Makes another move. And here's Wes Wise. He's got 2 Veritas defenders on him, and he's just going to kick it out to Washington, who finds Mumford. And Veritas will kick it out of bounds. Here's the throw-in. for McDermott, and it'll be intercepted by Sweeney. Parker Cushman finds Trip Owen, and a sort of a miscommunication between Wes Wise and him. Wes Wise will put it over Nick Washington. And that is quickly stolen. An opportunity for Veritas. Owen Godfrey had a shot. The junior. He just sails it over. And we'll see a bunch of subs for both teams here. Or maybe not. Just Veritas. Ian Cox will come in for John Collier. First time we've seen him today. He's a sophomore who made quite a few positive impacts in the fall season. First time on varsity. And Alphen looks to clear it. And not much there.
With all the seniors being gone today, we'll get to see a lot more playing time from the underclassmen, all the sophomores. There's only 2 freshmen on the team.
Yeah, we'll see what Mr. Wood, Coach Wood, has in his pipeline of players. Here's McDermott over to Alphen, and he has Owen open, but it's going to look to go another way. Sent in the middle to Wes Wise over to Wash. Ooh. What do you think the Saints offense needs to do to sort of get it going here?
I think so far they've been doing a really good job of keeping the ball all around the field, passing it around great. But they have looked pretty sloppy when they do have possession. A lot of turnovers that aren't necessary.
Yeah, first game, I think missing senior leadership. I think everything's just a little bit slow right now.
So far this game's been pretty evenly matched. St. Christopher has definitely started off stronger, but Veritas has gotten the ball down the field a lot.
So here's a corner kick from Washington, and nearly headed in by Wes Wise. But Veritas will clear it. McDermott will tap it back to Alphen. He's had a lot of action today. Ooh. Close call for St. Chris. McDermott looked to clear it, but it was intercepted by Dawson Reeves. It would have been a one-on-one with Alphen had McDermott not sort of re-involved himself. So here's Ian Cox, and he finds Wes Wise, taps it over to Owen, and 2 Veritas defenders will crash on him. Kick it back to Cushman, over to McDermott. Here's Broughton. Nice pass to Beck Mumford. It just sneaks out of bounds. Just some solid passing on that possession. And Veritas will get the ball back here. Here's Ian Cox. He finds Beck Mumford, and sort of a mosh for the ball. And St. Chris will keep it. So closing in on 15 minutes. Not a lot going on for either team. Had a couple nice shots, but defense has been sound.
Both defenses have, every time there's an attack, they've been doing a pretty good job of kicking the ball out of bounds. I feel like almost half this game has been out of bounds.
Yeah.
Multiple throw-ins from St. Chris.
So 2 St. Chris players checking for the game. Checking to the game. It'll be Max Haladke and Kyan Patel. Haladke usually a goalie, but he's going to get some time in the field today. Shot by Ian Cox, no good. Well guarded by Veritas. There's like 30 people on the ball here. Holy. Here's Washington, makes a spin move. Finds Wes Wise, tries to get a shot off. Deflected by Veritas. And he still has the ball. And Veritas will reclaim. Oh, maybe not. That's Cushman, makes a nice play. Gets back to Wise.
Played it down for Veritas, but he got up quickly.
Here's Ian Cox. All the way over to Patel. A little bit of a stutter step. Back to Wise. Over to Washington.
St. Chris is doing a good job of taking their time on this possession.
Yeah, not trying to force anything. And Burton looking to cross it. There's Brandon Davis. Nick Washington outruns like 4 defenders, but kicks it back out to Broughton, over to McDermott. Over to Cushman, and St. Chris really cannot find the gap in this defense. Veritas has it. Oh, maybe not.
So far, Veritas really hasn't been letting St. Chris get a lot of open shots. They have taken shots, but none have been of super high quality.
Yeah. Number 11 for Veritas wipes out, and that's the field conditions that we were talking about earlier. This field just not ready. Here's Daniel Ludovico on the throw-in. Looking for number 11. And 2 more subs come in. That'll be Broussard and Owen. They're coming in for Mumford and Wise. So Wise checks out. He's gotten a lot of action today. And rather than kicking it out, Alphen will just dump it over to Broughton. He'll kick it back to Alphen. Now he's going to send it. Looking for Nick Washington. There's number 16, Matthew Kleinchester, who finds number 4, who wipes out.
There's another wipeout.
That was David Ludovico, so you got 2 Ludovicos. Nice play by Dawson Reeves to maintain the ball. Here's Nate Broughton. And he finds, tough to tell who that is. Trip Owen. Looking for Cox, wasn't there. Veritas will take over. Not for long. And Broussard looking for Patel. And not a great pass. Will be taken by Veritas, and Broussard will take it back. Well covered by number 4. Able to get by him regardless. And here's Washington. Nice little pick from Broussard. And number 4 will just sort of kick it out of bounds. Let his defense reset.
St. Chris has gotten a few good opportunities on the corner kicks, so they could capitalize here.
Ball will be kicked out to McDermott. Tries to float it to Owen, and that'll go out of bounds. So, big wave of Veritas subs. I'll check in. And so will John Collier coming in for Brandon Davis. And goalie Alden Sweeney will look to put his guys in a good position here. And looks like Burton was offsides. So it'll be Caleb Jordan. Kicks it into the box. Oh, nearly a goal off the post. That was Owen Godfrey, and they had a second shot.
Veritas really blew it there.
Yeah, by Stephen Edds, the captain. Rare miss from him, I imagine, seeing as he's a captain, and he just sailed it over. So that was probably the best opportunity for either team, I would imagine. I think St. Chris lucky. They were unable to capitalize on that. Alphen finds Cox. Tries to kick it over to Broussard. And it'll just be sort of dumped back out to Washington. Back to Cox. That's Trip Owen. And number 4 takes it. And another push from Veritas. And number 15, unable to sort of get his footing.
Collier just played a little bit too aggressively there. Drawed a penalty.
Yeah, Saints aren't happy about the call. They're sort of barking at the official. Well headed, well covered by McDermott. And here's Cox. Dumps it off to Owen. Looking to make a play, and he'll just sort of drop it back to Collier, all the way back to Alphen. Not a great kick from Alphen, who's trying to find Parker Cushman. Just put a little too much on, he'll go out of bounds, and Veritas will take over. Well defended by Max Haladke. Seeing his skills in the field. Owen was trying to find Broussard, but not a great kick, and you could tell he's a little bit frustrated with himself. Cox floats it, looking for Wise, and Sweeney will come out of the goal to get it. They have a chance here with Jack Aronson. He'll go out of bounds. So the first corner kick here for Veritas. And Steven Eds will be the one to take it. He missed the goal earlier to take the lead. See if he can make up for it here. And another missed opportunity. That was Caleb Jordan. He tried to poke at it and just went a little bit to the left.
Veritas' offense is doing a great job of getting some more open looks now. Playing a lot more aggressively than they were at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, it's kind of shifted. At first, St. Chris was getting a lot of shots, and now it seems like Veritas is getting more opportunities. St. Chris hasn't had a decent shot in a while. Dude, we never started the clock. Yeah. 26 minutes in. There's about 20 minutes left in this first half. I realized we never started the clock. And the lacrosse practice sort of traveled onto the field there. So here's Cushman. Looking for Broussard, nothing. I'll get another shot here. McDermott will take it. Lacrosse is still on the field. And that's Mumford. It actually just sort of travels to Trebowen. Sales are looking for Halagki, and it'll be kicked out. Second chance here for Collier. Over to Trebowen, and it'll go out of bounds. And there's some talking between the two. Trying to figure out what was going on there. So approaching the 30-minute mark. Still 0-0 game. Here's a throw in from McDermott. Wes Wise heads it over to Broussard. And out of bounds it goes. It'll stay with St. Chris though. And McDermott will make the journey to go get it. Looks like the Veritas coach is gonna grab it. What a nice guy. So here's a throw in for McDermott, and he soars it. Bruce. Hard to tell who that was, but St. Chris had a header opportunity. I believe that was Trip Owen. Who had a chance to punch it in for the first goal of the game. And it was Trip Owen. Just travels left. So break for Veritas.
Both teams haven't played in so long. I think they're missing a lot of opportunities that they'd normally make.
Yeah. And I imagine whoever makes the first goal, it's going to be tough to overcome based on the pace of play that we've had so far. It'll be tough for the other team to score 2 goals. Ball goes out of bounds. So Burton on the throw-in. He'll just sort of kick it out to McDermott, who goes all the way across the field to John Collier. Finds Tripone. Nick Washington about to check back into the game here. And looked like Veritas might have had a breakaway as number 8, Timothy Park, made a nice play on Collier. Collier able to get it back and kick it out of bounds, let his defense reset. And another big substitution group for Veritas. They seem to have sort of 2 groups going here. And here's a shot just to the right.
It's been pretty common from Veritas tonight. All their shots are going to the right.
Yeah.
Including the one that hit the goalpost.
So Alphen's kick will be collected by Veritas. I'll be quickly taken back by St. Chris. Here's Mumford. Taps it up, headed by McDermott. Headed again by Mumford. And here's Washington. And all Washington needs is an open field, and he'll run by everybody. Kicks it out to Broughton. And Tripone switch sides of the field here. So he has it now. Back to McDermott, who has Ian Cox. Looks to take it himself, and instead he'll go to Collier. Tripped up. Nice defense by Veritas. Collier taps it to Cox, who taps it back. He's double teamed now, and he's going to kick it back out to Cox. St. Chris just cannot get past this Veritas front. Having a lot of issues. And here's Washington, who takes a deep shot. Goes over the goal. Probably, other than the header by Owen, probably the best look they've had so far this game.
Veritas' defense is really just being a wall against their offense. Haven't let anything other than that header you were talking about.
Yeah, I think
St. Chris is really finding their best opportunities off of corner kicks and throw-ins.
Yeah, I think, like you're saying, I think if they're going to have a good shot, it's going to come from a corner kick or a deep shot like we just saw from Washington. Versus Veritas, who has had some penetration on the St. Chris defense. Just unable to connect on the open shots. Sweeney will soar it, and it'll be returned by Collier. Just kicks it right back to Veritas' side. Tripone makes a nice play and steals it from 14. See what he's able to do here. And it'll be kicked out of bounds by number 16, Matthew Kleinschuster. So here's the corner kick that we were just talking about. See if they're able to do something. And easily snagged by Sweeney as he sort of came out of the goal to grab it. That can be a risky play at times, but paid off there. And it'll be collected by Collier. Kicks it right back to Veritas.
This looks promising for them.
Yeah. Just a little bit too high. So number 4 and number 11, who we don't have names for on Veritas, have proven to be quite challenging for the St. Chris defense.
Neither of the goalies have had to put in a lot of work yet.
Yeah. So offense kick will be collected by Broughton, who finds Trip Owen over to McDermott. And not a great kick from McDermott. Go out of bounds. So maybe another opportunity for Veritas.
Shot adds on to their shots off goal.
Something I've noticed is just like the amount of talking, like the difference, I guess, between Walmsley, who's usually, very commanding on defense, calls a lot of stuff out, versus Alphen, who's remained relatively quiet during the game. So here's the boot from Alphen, trying to get it to Cox. I'll go out of bounds. So here's Cox over to Wise. Back to Cox. Dermott all the way across the field to Cushman. Kicks it in the middle, back to Wise. Makes a nice move, and he finds Trip Owen. Trip Owen looking for Broussard. He'll be cleared by Veritas. McDermott kicks it out of bounds. Nearly stolen by Washington. And Veritas will get another throw in. 8 minutes left. Is he 40 minute house? Might be 40. 45. So number 16 for Veritas stepped out of bounds there. Matthew Klein Schuster. And here's Trip Owen. Well covered by 2 defenders, and he was looking for a call. Doesn't get it. Here's Mumford over to Wise. Oh my goodness. What a play by Sweeney. I mean, he had 3 blocks on like a 10-second sequence right there. His bench applauds him. Surprised he didn't have more help. Regardless, St. Chris unable to score. So Sweeney will kick it out, and McDermott heads it, as does Cox. And Cox will get it in the end. Finds John Collier. Or excuse me, I think that's Brandon Davis. Heavy pressure from Broussard. Veritas trying to reset and get back to their goalie. Broussard was right there. And this might actually pay off for St. Chris, as Trip Owen gets a shot and another nice save from Sweeney. So a couple nice saves from Sweeney. Pops out of bounds. So Cushman finds Burton, who finds Cox, and foul called. So it'll be Washington who gets the opportunity to kick it. And he's got Wise, Cox, Broughton, and Mumford, Broussard, and Owen all lined up. And we'll see who gets it here. And not sure what the whistle was. Ooh. Looks like football. Number 23, Thaddeus Martin. Just laid out Brandon Davis. I think he chose the wrong sport. Here's McDermott. All the way over to Owen. Broussard tries to sort of cut back door. Owen doesn't see him though. Jeez. That'll be Wise, who's hit by Matthew Klein Schuster. And another wave of subs for Veritas.
3 minutes left in the first half. Both teams are going to start playing super aggressively, trying to punch something in before halftime.
Yeah, definitely having the lead at halftime is a big momentum swing for either team. This game could easily be 1-0 for either team. But not here. Here's Washington. All the way across to Mumford, who sends it over. And Wise was there. Just a little too high, though. Veritas will get it back. So corner kick. Just under 3 minutes left. About 2:30 here. Clock's a little off. In the first half. And it'll be Washington from the corner. And that gets through everybody and finds Broussard at the end. I think he was kind of surprised he got it too. So he didn't seem to be really ready for it. And throwing from Collier. Dude, where's that whistle coming from? Two minutes left. Veritas throws it in, and Washington steals it. He's got a lot of space in front of him. Finds Broussard all the way over to Owen, who lays it up, and no one's there. So Veritas putting some pressure on the Saints defense. Here's Broughton. And 7. Not sure where that was going. Collier will throw it in. Only about just over a minute here. Finds Broussard. Goes to the middle. No one's there though. And Veritas has it. Tripone over to Broughton. And Broughton kicks it out to looking for Wes Wise, and that'll go out of bounds.
There's less than 20 seconds left. This will be the last play.
Yeah.
Unless if the refs call extra penalty time.
Unless something crazy happens, it'll look like it'll be a 0-0 going into the half. And it'll be halftime.
We've seen a very equal game so far between both St. Chris and Veritas. I think their defense have really stuck out, making sure neither team gets too many shots on goal. But recently, at the end of the half, St. Chris looked pretty strong. So we'll see if that carries into the second half. And we'll be back at the start.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Start of the second half, 0-0.
Both teams are going to have to start playing a lot more aggressively if they're going to want a point on the scoreboard.
So here's Collier on the throw-in. And St. Chris now is going to be shooting on the side with the more rough terrain. A lot of patchy grass, and it's very slippery, as you can see there. Washington almost wiped out. We'll see how that affects their shooting. Maybe Veritas will, knock one in here. We'll see Halaki sub in at goalie. Got some time in the field, and now he's going to be showing off his skills in the goal.
Even though this is being played at St. Chris, this is not their normal field, so
yeah,
there's not that much of a home advantage.
Especially because fans aren't here. So a couple senior parents, I think I see 2. And they're together. So here's Cushman, well defended by number 4. And he tried. That was an interesting shot. The play was sort of developing. He just sort of took it. Max Halaki will go and garner the ball. So first time we'll see him in the goal right here as he kicks it. See how much he puts under it. Veritas heads it, and Cushman quickly gathers it. Nate Broughton heads it back up. And here's Cushman, he finds Broussard. And he tries to kick it out. Looks like that's Trip Owen. And ball will roll out of bounds. Veritas ball. Both these teams had some opportunities to knock it in. Did not keep. But 0-0 regardless. Just based off talking to people, I think St. Chris was definitely hoping for a stronger performance in the first half. Get a couple goal lead, but it's anyone's game here. Go out of bounds again.
Last season, St. Chris really blew out this team.
Yeah.
So just looking a lot more evenly matched this year.
I think part of it is Veritas has all 4 of their seniors. And St. Chris is missing 2 senior captains, and they're left with 2 in Washington and Davis.
This team definitely came in with high expectations, and they're going to have to play really well in the second half if they want to uphold it.
Indeed. Frankly, I wouldn't be surprised whoever scores the first goal ends up winning. I don't know.
Yeah, like you said earlier, at this pace, I can't see a whole lot of goals being scored.
Sweeney will kick it out right to Owen. Not a great. Well, Veritas will get it regardless. Nice play by Broughton, who finds Broussard. He makes a move. And,
Looks like the placement there was really good, but Sweeney was there to stop it.
Sweeney just boots it into Wes Wise. Holy. Things are starting to get a little bit chippy at the end of the second half. Or, sorry, the end of the first half. See if that carries on. Nick Washington tries to execute a slide tackle unsuccessfully. And here's number 27, Malcolm Murchie on the throw-in. And Mumford will kick it out. He's got Wise. And it'll be quickly stolen by Matthew Kleinschuster. So Malcolm Murchie on the throw-in again. Finds number 4. Tries to spin move on Wes Wise, and he's looking for a whistle. And he doesn't get it. A little mix-up, and Broussard, nearly took advantage of it. Could have been bad.
Ball just got past the Veritas defender.
Yeah, Ludovico had trouble sort of corralling it. Broussard nearly made something happen. Here's Owen. Well covered by 2 Veritas defenders. And he's able to get through them. Oh! God, it was there. Veritas knows they just got away with one there.
It's another shot missed that should have been in.
Yeah, Wes Wise had a clean look and kicks it over. Maybe it's the field, maybe it's the spring, like rustiness, I don't know. Here's Sweetie. And he booms it. Headed by McDermott to Broussard.
There's another shot from Wes Wise. He almost had one.
Oh, nice cross from Mumford. Washington tries to head it in. A little bit too high.
You can really see how patchy the ground is by just the way the ball is traveling. I think that's a big reason why all these shots are off target.
Yeah, they're unable to get their footing. Headed by Washington, and here's Broughton. He's found some success in the second half in terms of making some moves, and he kicks it right to a Veritas defender. Ooh. Number 10 tripped up by Broughton, that was Stephen Eds.
Ref calls it after that.
Yeah. But kind of a delayed call, to be honest. Wonder how much stoppage time we're gonna get. Just due the players are running after the ball so often.
It's already a lot in the first half.
Yeah.
Say at least probably 5 minutes.
So here's Caleb Jordan. Ooh.
Some great effort by the Veritas player trying to dive and head it.
Yeah, I think that was Stephen Eds. So here's Halacki, kicks it over to Broughton. Or excuse me, that's Parker Cushman. And it is stolen by Veritas. Cleared by McDermott. Good job to get that one away. And here's Broussard trying to get the ball here. And Veritas will kick it out. Get back on defense. So Broussard, well guarded by 2 defenders. They continue to just sort of poke it out of bounds. Throw in for McDermott, and Brandon Davis looked to get a shot off.
The thrown and corner kicks for St. Chris have been super accurate, but there's just no one there to finish it off.
Here's Beck Mumford. Well guarded. 27, that's Malcolm Murchie. John Collier looked to make a play, but it'll be Timothy Park. Taps it out of bounds, And here comes the Veritas wave of players. It'll be McDermott on the throw-in. And here we go. Ooh.
Another opportunity there for St. Chris. Just no one in the right location to finish it.
Yeah, Westwise sort of miscalculated his jump to head the ball, and he was sort of went over his head as he was coming down.
It's been a pretty common sighting tonight.
So we still got 30 minutes. And it's still 0-0. Max Lackey makes a nice save. Sorry.
Looks like he stumbled the ball a little bit there, and Veritas players were on him, but he corralled it.
Broussard looking for Trebone. Too much on it. And Trebone gets the ball. See if he crosses it. He does. Over to Broussard, and Cox has a shot. Not enough error. And it's easy save by Sweeney. And messes up on the kick out there. So he apologizes to his team. So Cushman will throw it in. We'll see what he does, where he decides to go. Rex Alphen will check in as a fielder. So we've seen that from both goalies. So Alphen will get a chance to prove himself in the field. And it'll quickly be Veritas ball. That was Ian Cox who finds Nick Washington. Back to Cox. Think about what to do, and he's just going to dump it off to Davis, who goes over to Mumford. Not a lot of space on that side. And he's going to split the defenders. Taps it over to Washington. Tries to do something. Oh. And that is a bullet to Mr. Randolph. So McDermott will throw it in. He's usually the guy on this side of the field. At least this game he is. And he has a... And the goalie, Sweeney, comes out of the goal to make a play. Second time we've seen that. Okay. And Broughton will find Cox all the way over to Alphen. First time he's touched the ball in the field. And looks like that was a handball on number 12, who's not on our roster for Veritas. Pretty much the whole St. Chris team was barking for it, but the rest don't give it to him. Here's Davis all the way over to Mumford. And deflected, and it'll go out of bounds. So Malcolm Murchie having quite the second half on defense. Alongside number 11, who's also not on my roster. So McDermott with another throw-in. He's getting him there. And Wes Wise, another opportunity. Snuck by him though. Whoa! Nate Broughton bodies the defender, bodies the Veritas defender. So here's number 4 for Veritas. Tripone will come up to make a play. Doesn't work out. But Sincrest will get the ball back. That's McDermott. Trying to find Alphen. Sorry, that was Alphen. Originally, I don't know why I said own. Here's a throw in. And intercepted by Cox. Here's Nick Washington. He has oh my goodness. Knocks it in. Holy cow. He just split like 4 defenders and kicks it in. Sweeney frustrated with himself. Based on the pace of play, that's going to be a tough goal to overcome if you're Veritas. Sincrest has had trouble getting penetrating the defense of Veritas all day. Tried to be melodic with passing, waiting for a shot. Just not found success. And Washington decides to take it himself, and it pays off. First goal of the game. Sincrest leads 1-0. 61 minutes in to the game. 29 left. And Washington makes another play. And he finds Broussard. Murchie trips on the field and Owen unable to do it. Mumford sends it, and it is chaos right now. We'll get a corner kick though. It'll be Cox who's going to take it. First time he's done it today. So I don't think anybody is surprised that Washington scored the first goal. So here's Ian Cox. And Wes Wise, ooh. Looked like it would have been promising, but Veritas catches up shortly after. So Washington with the corner kick. It'll only be Mumford will be in the guy in the box. Broussard right outside of it. He'll creep in. What a play from Sweeney. He's done a great job. Led up the 1 goal, but that was just because he had no help. And he boots it. So not a lot of action in the goal for Max Salaki the second half. Makes a nice play there. Veritas certainly had a lot more shots the first half. Broussard is limping a little bit. Hope he's alright. Slim lineup as is, so they can't really afford to lose anybody, let alone him. Here's Tripone. Oh my. And he just spins between 2 defenders. Cox tries to do the same, but oh.
Shot looked like it was on course, but it was just a bit too high.
So here's Sweeney. He's gonna wait for the subs for his team to sort of get situated before he kicks it. St. Chris is playing much more conservatively now that they have the lead. Much more conservative. And here's Cox. All the way across the field to Wise. Nice pass. And Wise looks to make a play. He'll probably cross it, and he does. Oh, off the post. Cox has a shot. Knocks it in. So what a play from Wise to cross that, and it hits the upper post. An easy put in for Cox.
That's exactly what St. Chris needs.
St. Chris will take a 2-0 lead. Yeah. So this is what St. Chris was expecting out of themselves in the first half. They're sort of putting together here now. Trip Owen makes a really nice play. Wow. Veritas will get it back regardless. Here's number 7. Still 25 minutes left. You don't want to force too much if you're on Veritas. Definitely be patient. You had some nice shots in the first half. So it'll be Trip Owen. He'll throw it in. Over to Cox. And not sure who he's looking for there. An easy clear by number 22 on Veritas, Kellen Pollock. Here's Mumford. Over to Alphen. And a deep shot. And Sweeney unable to corral it, and it'll be a corner kick for St. Chris. So the ball rolls away from Washington. So he goes and gets it.
Yeah, so here we have it. So Nick Washington here looking for a corner kick here. So see what he can do.
Yeah, make it a 3-0 lead.
Good ball. All in the mix. A lot of bodies there.
I think you're kind of invincible if you have the 3-0 lead at this point.
Definitely. Good cross from Nick Washington, but it was ultimately cleared. Here we have him again, I guess. There. Saints very dominant on the defensive end.
Yeah, if you're St. Chris, you gotta be patient. You don't need to force anything. You got a 2-0 lead. You know, just play your soccer. Obviously, sort of chip time away off the clock.
Definitely. I think that's how Mr. Wood likes to play his game.
Yeah.
Very methodical.
He's a methodical dude.
Yeah, very methodical man.
So here's Broughton. Goes to the middle over to Mumford, who is looking for Broussard. Thought he would cut left, but instead he cut right.
Ends up going out of bounds.
A roll out of bounds. So they're going to let Sweeney kick it out here.
Yeah, Veritas is a goalkeeper. Sweeney is doing a very good job. Very good job in goal.
Yeah. Really, neither goal was his fault. He made plays on both shots. It was just the second effort attempts that St. Chris was able to capitalize.
And our beloved goalie Max Lackey hasn't seen much action on his side of the field.
Beloved.
St. Chris here with the ball. Ian Cox looking for his man, but ends up going out of bounds off of Veritas, so it's going to be Saints ball here. So I think this is going to be a throw-in right there to where Tripp's pointing at. So
yeah, Veritas is really. They seem to just kick the ball out of bounds whenever they get a little anxious on defense.
Definitely.
Which is good in theory, but they're just killing so much time.
Definitely.
So here's the cross from Collier. Looking for Broussard, and they'll clear it. That's number 16 over to 7. Well defended by Collier. Tries to get back the ball. Veritas will stick with it, though. Here's Murchie. And he kicks it out of bounds.
Yeah, so Veritas just looking to connect on their passes and everything. Connect on their through balls and passes. I think they'll have a good shot at scoring here. So very nice throwing by Trip Owen right there. So power on that throw, man. It's almost like he did a corner kick there.
So Sweeney will roll it out. It's number 14, Daniel Ludovico, and Trip. Excuse me, Alfin.
By Trip Owen.
Alfin.
Oh, my fault.
I think Alfin's taking some deep shots today. I think he's just to a lead. I think he's just having some fun.
Definitely. Nice ghost flick. So we have inside, nice pass inside.
Whoa.
Battling for the ball there.
You can really see Broussard emerge as one of the, only a sophomore. He's had quite a few nice plays today, offensively and defensively. Just saw a nice little tap there to Collier. And I think he'll be a threat, hopefully with a normal soccer season next fall. I think he'll be a threat if we do. So 71:30 on the clock.
Yeah, here we have it. So
And kicked out of
Saints
bounds.
end up kicking that one out. Good defense by the Saints there. Just kicking the ball out every single opportunity that they get, controlling their side of the field. Dominant on offense and defense. Dominant on both sides of the field. That's what we like to see.
Yeah, Saints definitely not playing their soccer first half. Had some sloppy passes, some shots that they would usually put in that they're missing. So, what a way to come out here. Second half, put 2 on the board fairly early.
Definitely.
And continue to control the ball on defense. Veritas had a bunch of shots first half, and I don't think they've had any open shots this half. So, making it easy for Halaki.
Definitely. It's pretty cold up here in the booth, so if you hear our teeth chattering or something, that's what that is.
It's freezing, isn't it?
Yep. So yeah, here's gonna be the corner kick here. Nice ball and
knocks it in.
Knocks it in. I didn't see who scored that goal, but it's definitely Veritas.
So all of a sudden we got a 2-1 game.
2-1 game, anybody's game.
Thank goodness Cox put the ball in just a few minutes ago to make it 2-0. And do you think we've seen a momentum swing here for Veritas?
Definitely. I feel like once you score in soccer, your confidence and your whole morale just shoots up. You've seen that in St. Chris when they scored a couple times, and definitely Veritas. I think they have a new flame, you know.
It's always good to get the first goal on the board, scoreless through 72 minutes, and get it in the 73rd. And that's Alfin, who's looking for Wise, and Wise has a lot of grass in front of him.
Let's see if he can beat him. Okay, he does. Fighting for it. Ends up going out, and it's going to be Saints' ball there.
I think Veritas tried to pull a fast one and say it's their ball. Ref not having it, though.
Yeah, St. Chris upholding the honor code. It's our ball. Here it is.
There's a throw-in for McDermott. He goes.
McDermott is known for his throw-ins. Very nice. Very nice throw-in from him. Ultimately cleared by Veritas. Shot by.
That was Collier.
Broussard
kicks it out to Trip Owen.
Trip Owen
tries to make a play. Well covered by both 2 Veritas defenders. It's Murchie, number 9.
To Wes Wise. Let's see what he can do here. A little shake and bake. Doesn't work. Gets it back. Fighting. 2-man on. Gets smothered. Ball runs out.
And he looks a little bit shaken up after that one.
Definitely. There's a little teamwork there, helping his fellow Saint out.
So
ball cleared to midfield.
And it'll be St. Chris ball. Not sure what happened. Regardless, Burton will be the one to kick it here.
Yup.
As he usually does in this situation.
So let's see what Burton can do here.
He got Collier on his left.
I think
no one's there.
The ball will ultimately go, or no. through ball to trip Owen.
Too much.
Yeah, too much there. Goes right over his head. Good effort by everybody. The field, though. Just something to take into account. They're also playing with masks on, so it definitely hinders the players to a certain extent.
Indeed.
The wind is hindering us. So definitely some roadblocks on either side.
So here's Sweeney. Hoping to sort of jumpstart this offense. Tie it up.
Definitely.
He
Good ball.
boots
Good,
it.
Great kick. Off the head of Saints defender. I feel like this ball has just been on Veritas' side of the field for most of this game. Broussard in the mix with 3 Veritas defenders.
It's Murchie and Ludovico, Daniel Ludovico. Got 2 Ludovicos. Excuse me, David Ludovico. David and Daniel.
Didi.
I could get confusing. So here's McDermott on the throw-in. Another nice throw-in.
Nice throw off the head of.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness. From up here, it looked like that could have gone in.
Definitely. If that went in, that would have been something for the ages.
We would have put it to music.
Definitely. Right media on that one.
Headed by Broughton. Over to 22 for Veritas, and Broussard takes it. Tripped up a little bit. That's number 22, Kellen Pollock on defense. And Nick Washington kicks it out to Mumford. Tries to go back to Washington, and cleared by Veritas. And it is a race right now between Collier and 12, who I don't have a name for. He stumbles. And it'll
Great
be...
work by the Saints defender covering number 12, who...
And we'll see what he calls here. It'll be Veritas ball. Collier does not like that. He thought for sure it would be with St. Chris.
Yeah, definitely. All that hard work he was putting in just to have it taken away from him, I guess.
So this is a chance for Veritas to tie it up. 2-1 game as Supreme Leader Lecky makes an appearance.
Yeah. Cross comes in from Veritas and kicked around a little bit. Broussard making an attempt to get the ball there from the back. Doesn't end up getting it. Little heel kick there. Max Lackey had a little bit of action coming his way, but ultimately goes over. So all Max Lackey had to do right there was just look up in the air.
Yeah, I think the game becomes a little bit more intense for the goalie when it's a one-score game. Have some security with the 2-0 lead, and now it's just one.
Definitely.
So
Mr. Lecky
here's-
cheering us on. We'd love to see it.
So here's Halaki, his second clear of the game. And
Salaki
good
kicking
kick.
the ball up there. Great kick.
It'll go to Alphin. Quickly take up a number 12 for Veritas, who dishes it out to Ludovico. Looks to make a play. Whistle blown. He'll be St. Chris ball.
I
Looks
really
like
feel like Veritas, in order to, score, they really need to get this ball moving on both sides of the field, because what I've seen from Veritas is they have the ball mostly on the left side of the field. If they move it towards the right, maybe they get some action going.
just 11 minutes plus stoppage time. So not a ton of time for Veritas. Certainly don't need to rush, but you got to really make every opportunity where it counts. Nate Burton looks to make a move, and
To Broussard there. And you see with our offense here, St. Chris really likes to play both sides of the field.
right.
Great passes. Inside ball, unsuccessful. Ultimately recovered.
Yeah, that was
It's
Mumford.
cleared.
Good second opportunity.
Definitely.
Collier will clear it all the way to Broussard, who
Beck Mumford has been
throws
amazing.
his defender to the ground.
Beck Mumford has been amazing on the corner kicks. I heard he's a lefty too, so.
He's been amazing all day.
Yeah.
So Alphen will throw it into Broughton. He'll tap it back to Alphen. And well covered by 2 Veritas defender. Oh, and St. Chris will get it back. Alphen finds Cox. He looks to cross it. No one's there, though, so instead he'll just kick it out to Wise. Wise
playing it slow.
Crosses it to Davis. And Davis loses control, and Veritas will take it. And that's a far kick.
Through ball to number 17, ultimately cleared by one of our Saints defenders. Kind of hard to see from here.
That's Parker Cushman.
Yeah, Parker Cushman there.
So 9 minutes left. And here's Mumford.
Back Mumford, nice move, losing his defender. Good ball. A little bit too far ahead of Ian Cox there. Mumford, nice clear. Ian Cox pursuing his defender. Looking for some action there.
Oh.
Ends up getting it. Let's see what he can do.
He has the cross to
Looking for
Wise.
his teammate. Oh.
Lucky.
Inches away.
Lucky for Veritas. So here is McDermott.
I mean, throughout this whole entire game, Cox has been able to get through. His defense. Amazing stuff from him.
McDermott will launch it to Broughton.
Great header.
Taps it up. Oof. Just right at the goal. Wes Wise. So, I think he's frustrated with himself. Had some nice plays today.
Yep.
And also had some missed opportunities. So Sweeney taking his time.
Yeah, definitely looking to see where he's going to place this ball.
Yeah.
Left side looks a lot more open, but we'll see.
Looks like he's having an issue with his cleat.
So his teammate there is going to take the goal kick for him. Nick Washington with the header, heads it up. Great trap.
Here's Broughton. Makes a move, gets it over to Cox. And Murchie will clear it.
Yep. Shoot. Collier there with the clear. Pretty sure he's committed to VMI, so.
He is. Congratulations to him.
Yeah.
Curious to see how much stoppage time we'll get just due to people running after balls as much as they have been.
Definitely.
And here's Lackey. Boots it up. Cox is under it, and it'll be headed by Mumford. And out of bounds, St. Chris ball.
So yeah, Ian Cox is going to be throwing it in here.
And he wants to move fast. And people not really ready for it.
Definitely. So we should do a little light pass back to, and something happened there. Just the ball's in
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened.
hands of Veritas now.
So Murchie will throw it in over to 24. And that is Caleb Jordan. And it goes out of bounds shortly thereafter.
Tries to kick it up there, but it was out of bounds.
Some nice showing of support from the lacrosse practice
Yep.
over yonder on the other field. Here's a throw in from Collier. Trying to find Ian Cox. Cox will tap it over to Broughton, who goes all the way back to Mumford. Mumford looks to make a move, and he does. Finds Broughton, a lot of open space.
Broughton
Weaves in between some defenders.
weaving in between the defenders, caught in between 3 or 4 in the mix there.
Here's Davis, goes all the way across the field to Tripone. Tripone's got 2 defenders on him.
Good
See what he
switch of
does
the
here.
field.
See if he elects to take a shot or cross it, and doesn't get an opportunity to do either. It'll go out of bounds. So Taylor McDermott will throw it in.
Oh,
4 minutes plus stoppage time left in this one. St. Chris has a 2-1 lead off a nice goal from Nick Washington towards the start of the first half, and another nice goal from Ian Cox.
definitely. Nice goals there. Nick Washington's goal was definitely flashy. I mean, he has a whole arsenal of soccer moves. He is a great player.
Header from number 16, Matthew Kleinchester. Quickly taken by Ian Cox, who goes back to Broughton, who goes over to Collier, down to Mumford. Mumford goes all the way across the field, back to Cox, and loses control, and will be taken by Veritas.
Ooh,
Nice.
great body.
Whoa.
Broussard there. Saints very looking physically dominant as well on the field.
Yeah, Veritas players are flying. .87 minutes in. And here's Burton will pass it off to McDermott. McDermott certainly enjoys throwing it in.
Definitely. He's great at doing that too.
Yeah.
So he can throw it pretty far. So.
And Wes Wise under it and cleared by number 16.
Corner. It's
Mercer.
Shot.
Oh,
Wow.
what a save
Great
from
shot.
Sweeney.
Great save.
Holy cow.
That's where the height really comes into play right there.
I'm shocked his team is not applauding him.
Honestly.
Player down for Veritas. I mean, off the kick there, that shot looked good, and he flew up there and tapped it out. So the clock continues to tick here.
Yeah, in these final 2 minutes, let's see what Veritas can do.
And maybe it looks like he might just be cramping. Sweeney stretches him out.
Yup. Great teamwork.
And the Veritas trainer will make the arduous journey. Check on his guy.
Yup. The clock is continuing to run, even though they're trying to stretch out one of their players. So.
Oh my goodness. So Sweeney will boot it out. And minute 15 plus stoppage time,
Max Lackey.
which I imagine
Quick
will be
clear.
quite a bit, but no one really knows. Veritas needs to move.
Oof.
They want to tie this game up.
Great ball.
If
No
you're,
one there to get it, though.
if you're St. Chris, you really just need to play keep away. You don't need to worry about scoring another goal.
Definitely. With the little amount of time left, definitely a game of keep away, like you said.
Here's Broughton on the throw-in. Not a lot of people there. He's going to elect to go to Cox. And it quickly goes out of bounds. Well covered by Stephen Eds. And now Cox will throw it in to Broussard. Cleared by number 4 for Veritas, who's not on my roster. Nick Washington has it. Looking to go to John Collier. Stolen by number 14, Daniel Ludovico. Taken back by St. Chris. That's Wise.
Great pass.
Down to Mumford, and he's going to
Mumford
clear
looking
it.
to cross.
Has Broussard.
Wow.
Wes will take it.
Ooh, nice header from Wes Wise. Great sequence.
What a goal.
Amazing sequence there.
Yeah, I think that'll pretty much seal this one up. 3-1 lead for St. Chris. On the goal from Wes Wise. I know he's happy to get that one in.
Definitely. Wes Wise looking to score this entire game.
Yeah, he was disappointed with himself earlier. Had a couple opportunities that he didn't punch in, and he got that one when it mattered.
Definitely. I guess we keep going here. So going over that 90-minute marker.
So here's Cox. And St. Chris just trying to clear it.
Definitely.
No need to do much. And Veritas, number 8 for Veritas, Timothy Park, making some nice plays.
Definitely. You said it's not over. Ooh, tries to pull back, but.
And there it is. So 1 minute of stoppage time. Kind of shocked that's all we got.
Yeah, and then.
Regardless, though.
Saints end up taking the victory over Veritas, so great stuff from them.
They've got another game coming up soon against Trinity, March 16th. That'll be home at 4:30. We'll be streaming here on SEC TV, so be sure to check in.
Definitely.
If you haven't already, please subscribe so you can be up to date on all everything St. Chris.
Definitely.
Beat it.